In the courts 24 hours after they were convicted and sentenced to death by hanging, Major Hamza Al-Mustapha and Lateef Shofolahan have filed separate notices of appeal against the judgment of the Lagos High Court. And their counsel, Mr. Olalekan Ojo, also told our judiciary correspondent, Shola Shoyele, that the convicts would be filing a stay of execution tomorrow, Wednesday, out of abundance of caution. In their notices of appeal filed at the Court of Appeal Lagos at about 2 p.m. today, the convicts canvassed 5 grounds of appeal each. They sought first for an order of the Appellate's Court allowing the appeal and setting aside the judgments. As the second relief, the convicts sought for an order acquitting and discharging them on the counts. Thirdly, Al-Mustapha and Shofolahan argued that the trial judge erred in law by holding that the contradictions in the evidence of Sajid Jabila and Muhammad Abdul, popularly known as Katako, were immaterial. In their fourth ground of appeal, the judge arrived at a wrong decision, occasioning miscarriage of justice by treating the contents of their extrajudicial statements as true and relying on the statements to convict the appellants for the offences. They concluded in their fifth grounds that the judgment is unreasonable, unwarranted and cannot be supported having regard to the totality of the evidence before the trial court. They also stated that it was wrong for the judge to have relied on the evidence tendered by Dr. Ore Falomo, who had testified during the trial that the bullet extracted from the head of the deceased was a special bullet not commonly seen. They also contended that since Dr. Falomo was only a medical practitioner and not a ballistician, his opinion evidence on the type and nature of the bullet was irrelevant and amounted to inadmissible evidence. The men were sentenced and convicted on charges of conspiracy to murder and the murder of the late Kudirats on the 4th of June 1996.